Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to Cater to Me, where we welcome all things, only things, specifically things, and strictly things that cater to us. Okay, today is Role Model Monday, which means that I will be sharing a role model. Okay, and the person who I chose for today is Dr. Amos Wilson. Okay, the way I really want to do these, I really want to include pictures and stuff like that. But the way my storage is currently set up on my phone, it won't allow me to really edit videos and save them. Okay. And be able to post them. Okay. So right now they're just going to be really brief and straight to the point. These are who the people are, and hopefully you take the time out to just look them up. Okay, and I'm also not going to make it very long, but like I said, it's just going to be very brief, straight to the point, and hopefully you look them up for yourself. Okay, and yeah, so I chose Dr. Amos Wilson. Okay, and I also want to do it where for 3 weeks I choose like three kind of new school role models, and then for like the next 3 weeks I want to do like three old school role models and just keep alternating between the two like that. But yeah, so Dr. Amos Wilson, he would fit in the category of the more old school role models because he's not very prevalent during this exact time right now. Okay, and he's also deceased. He was an older man already when he was, in the midst of, doing his works. But yeah, now he's no longer in this physical reality currently. So, yeah, he's more so the old school. So yeah, he's my first old school person that I'm doing right now on this Monday. But yeah, his name is Dr. Amos Wilson. Okay, he's a melanated man. Okay, he's a psychiatrist. All right, and being that he's a melanated man who was born and raised in America, most of his work, most of his studies are centered around being a melanated person in America. Okay, so a lot of his work consists of he talks about the different problems related to like police brutality. Okay, the school system, how it doesn't really teach you about who you are and where you come from. Okay, and then also having to grow up in poverty. Okay, and having to grow up in broken homes because the men are either in jail, okay, or dead. Okay, and so that's what a lot of his work is centered around: the melanated community and the problems that you know the problems that are faced living in America, being so. Okay, and so the reason why I'm really using him as a role model is because I feel like Dr. Amos Wilson, he he teaches something that's very important. Okay, I really just watch his lectures. Okay, he doesn't have a specific channel where all his lectures are on, but he does have, if you just look throughout, YouTube, he has a lot of different lectures that are on YouTube. But hopefully you can find some and they don't try to take him down or something like that. But he has a lot of different good lectures on YouTube. Okay, but the reason why I really adore him is because most of his lectures, most of his speeches are centered around knowing your identity. Okay, and identity is important, especially in a world that doesn't really favor you, because if you don't know your identity, then you can be pretty much told who and what you are. And if you're told who and what you are, especially from a people who don't really favor you, then you won't ever be able to really reach your fullest potential, see your fullest potential, okay, and live your best life, because you are pretty much being put in a box and being told who you are instead of knowing who you are for yourself. Okay, so most of his lectures are centered around knowing your identity, okay, and knowing that you know, being a melanated man and woman in this current reality, they would try to trick you out of your identity and make you feel like you are less than, make you feel like you are what's the word? What's the word? Make you feel like you are the, I don't want to say millennial. What's the word? Minority. Okay, you're not the minority. You really are, you know, the majority. Okay, you really the biggest influencers. Okay, you really the most powerful people. Okay, but you know, and I don't want to ruffle any feathers. I don't know who all, you know, is going to see this, but he wasn't a person who was like, you know, it's not like, because I know some people are sensitive. I know some people are sensitive, and so they might be like, "Oh, you're trying to, you know, teach hate and so, or something weird like that." But no, it's just, if you don't know your identity, then you're going to, that's opening the door to feeling lost, okay, confused on who you are, okay, feeling less than, okay, feeling like, you know, you aren't worthy of certain things, you aren't worthy of a certain lifestyle, you aren't worthy of learning about you know, who you were in the beginning, okay? And yeah, that's just what he teaches, is knowing your identity so that you can stand strong on who you are and not be tricked out of your power, not being tricked out of your self-worth, okay? And so that's what most of his lectures are centered around, okay? And what else do I want to include? Um, yeah, I just highly suggest that you just look up his lectures. Okay, his lectures are kind of long. They're usually about 2-3 hours long. Okay, maybe not 3 hours, but like they normally like, you know, an hour or two long. But yeah, that's what most of his work is centered around: knowing your identity, knowing who you are. Because if you don't know your identity, like I said, you'll be tricked out of who you are. And then when you're tricked out of who you are, you're taken advantage of. Okay, it's like being born, you know, it's like being born a doctor, okay, or being a doctor in general. But you know, you get put to sleep, and then when you wake up, they tell you that, you know, you just, you know, you're not a doctor. You just, you know, I don't know what's. It's like being told like you're not like a powerful doctor that actually helps people, that's actually healing, that's actually nurturing, that's actually powerful and very intelligent. But it's like instead being told like you only I don't know. I don't want to talk about nobody jobs. I don't want to say nothing that's like completely bad, but it's like just being told like you're just, you know, you're just an animal, okay, that's meant to stay in the cage, okay, and meant to only accept what's given to you and not go out and get what you want on your own, okay? So it's like being a doctor but being put to sleep, like being a powerful doctor but being put to sleep and woken up and told like you're just an animal that's meant to only accept what's given to you and only, you know, stay limited and stay enclosed and stay in the cage, then you won't ever rise to your fullest potential. But if you teach yourself and if you set up your future generations to learn their identity, learn who they are, learn where they really came from and not slavery, then you would you know, you would set up that generation to operate more in their power and who they know they are, okay? I hope y'all got that, okay? I hope y'all got it, okay? And yeah, that's all I pretty much have to say about him. I suggest you look him up and just listen to his lectures, okay? While you driving, while you cleaning up, while you going to sleep, okay? Okay, but this is a tarot based channel, so I will be pulling a tarot card that will help you get a better image or picture of the type of person he was, the type of energy that he presented, okay? Okay, and this is good for if you're new to tarot. These are just life cards, okay? They're a tool that help you actually picture and envision the energy that's around you, okay? So it's nothing crazy, okay? Because I know some people think these are, wow, but it's just a tool so you can actually see, what the energies look like in like a picture form around you, okay? Okay, so I just want to know, and it goes based off of your energy. So I just want to know, what type of energy did Dr. Amos, what did he want to encourage? What type of energy did he want to, did he want people to pick up on? What type of energy did he want people to pick up and like actually take in? Okay, the Page of Cups came out. Okay, the Page of Cups to me is like creating an opportunity, okay, creating, and then with the cups it's emotional, so it's like creating, it's like the creating the possibility of some type of emotional fulfillment, okay? So when it comes to the melanated community, I feel like Dr. Amos Wilson, he was wanting the community to learn about themselves in a way where they could begin to think of themselves in a high light, okay? Because growing up in America, it's like it's like an image of you. Like I said, it's like they try to tell you who you are instead of you, learning who you are on your own. And so I feel like growing up in America, the melanated community, they mostly were shown that they were like, ignorant, that they were, less than, that they were, bitches, hoes, okay, that they were, supposed to be in poverty, that they were supposed to be treated like animals. But I feel like the type of work that he does, he wanted you to start the process of creating, a form of pretty much self-love for yourself. He wants you to create the space of creating, he wanted you to start the process of developing love for who you are and your essence and who you really are, and not what you're being told, okay? Because it's like, based off of what the community was told, it's like it's almost hatred for self that starts to grow. It's like and it's like subconscious hate, where you don't look at each other as, God, like, okay, where you don't see each other as being worthy of anything good, okay? But it's like the energy he was presenting, he wanted you to learn about yourself in a way where you could begin to think of yourself in a highlight, where you could begin to see yourself as worthy of, better opportunities, better lifestyles, okay? Okay, I'm gonna pull one more. Yeah, at the bottom of the day, it's like that, like thinking of yourself in a way where you have pure love for yourself, okay? That's what this Nine of Cups is. It's like, in this card, it's like she's sitting comfortably in the love that she has for herself and who she is and all that she's made of, okay? So he was presenting an energy where he wants the, community to teach themselves in a way where, or learn about themselves in a way where they could develop more love for themselves and know that they don't have to accept what they've been told or accept the things that they've been given, that they deserve more and they're meant to get more, and they're meant to, retain their power and not have it taken away from them, okay? Yeah, and we got the Chariot at the bottom of the deck. It's like, you're not meant to be slowed down. Nobody outside of you is supposed to slow you down, delay you. You're supposed to be moving forward. You're supposed to be able to make steady progress, okay? You're supposed to be able to have real love for yourself and move towards the things that allow you to retain love for yourself, okay? Okay, so yeah, that's the energy that he really exuded, okay? Yeah, that's all I'm gonna read for right now. But yeah, he wants you to create the space for self-love, okay? Create the space for, self-knowing, knowing your worth, knowing what you deserve, okay? And knowing what not to accept, okay? All right, yeah. So that's Dr. Amos Wilson, okay? If you know about him, or if you do look him up and you like what you see, please be sure to like, okay? Share, subscribe, okay? And yeah, stay tuned for my future videos. Okay, thank you.